This brief video is going to cover some of the best practices to organize your Google Drive. You won't see this written down anywhere or basically in a handout or any other videos, so I'm just going to show you some best practices that other teachers have shown me on how to organize your Google Drive. So when you go into your 9-dot menu here, your app menu, and you click on Drive, you'll notice a couple of things about my drive. Right? There is two views. You have list view and then you have grid view. I'm going to stay in list view for right now, but you will notice that my folders have three things going for them. They're color coded, they're numbered, and they're organized into established folders. There's pretty much only a few items that are not in homes that I will organize and put into different places. So if I had a file here and I wanted to move it over like a Google Doc and put it into this loose files area, I could easily just move it into here and I could drop it. Now notice the other thing is that if I wanted to move this, another easy way is to expand over here in your thumbnail view, and it makes it much easier to drop and drag loose files over here. So I could take this document and then I can just come over here to where it says loose files, and if this is a doc, see how it expanded open? I can drop it that way. So that's some of the reasoning why you would organize your files and color code them so that it's much easier to see, especially over here. Now, how did I do that? All right, so the first thing is you create a folder. When you create your folder, you notice mine are numbered 1 through 9, and you'll see this, right? Here's a problem though. If I try to make a 10, a new folder, and I call it 10, and this is just my folder that will have Google content. If I create that, where did it go? Hey, look at there, it dropped it right into there. So I'm able to do that. I'm able to number these and prioritize these so that we can find it when I need to. Now, how do I color code? Remember that you go on top of a folder, you right click, and then you have pretty much all the applications that you need, or all the utilities or functions, that is, to share, move this folder, rename, or even color code it. So now it's a color coded folder. This helps a lot when you put the applications on your smartphone, and it makes them easier to view. If everything's grayed out, it just makes it a little tougher. So that's some of the nice things that you can do in terms of being able to find and view your files. We'll also mention this time that if you're in what's considered grid view, I consider that almost a Pinterest view, because in Pinterest, these are considered boards, and inside of each of the boards is a pin. Well, I got more boards, so if I went in to a document here, like the one with the loose file that I just put in there, and I went to my documents, it has a thumbnail view of each one of those documents. So that's very Pinteresting-like in terms of this being a visible representation of a document, right? So if I double-clicked on a document, it actually would open it up from the source code or the source URL. So those are just a couple of little things that you can do. So a recap is, on your drive, you want to number your folders, color code your folders, and finally organize the content to where it makes sense, and choose either your list view or your grid view.